day everyone, this is Marc Anthony Balangueres from VPED 2D. For this video, I'll answer the given question in activity number 1 under Unit 6. For the first question, what are 4 important goal-setting principle practitioners should keep in mind when assisting an individual who wants to learn a particular skill? How might a practitioner apply each of the principles in assisting a person who is learning how to roller skate? When you're going to assist an individual who wants to learn a particular skill, there are 4 important goal-setting principles that a certain practitioners should keep in mind. What are they? So these are challenging, attainable, realistic, and specific. To simply and easily remember these 4 key elements of successful goal setting, you just have to combine all the first letter of each word and remember it, which is C-A-R-S or CARS. So that's it. Next, how these 4 important goal settings principles be applied by practitioners in assisting a person who is learning how to roller skate. Starting with challenging. So this is when a person who is about to learn how to roller skate but doesn't have any background or experience in roller skating. So he or she will be challenged. Next, attainable. So this occurs through the practice or trying how to roller skate, wherein he or she will conclude that he or she can do it. Then we're down to realistic, wherein at this point, he or she will realize how difficult it is to roller skate. And then lastly, we have specific, where we can identify what we can improve and where to focus in order to learn how to roller skate. And next, we're down to the second question, which is discuss the relationship among target skills, target behavior, and target context. For one of the following activities, give an example of a target skill, a target behavior, and target context. Firstly, I will enlighten you about the relationship among target skills, target behavior, and target context. First, we have target skills. This is pertaining to an individual's actual task, which is need to acquire or attain in order to achieve the anticipated goals. Once the said target skills are identified, there is what we call the target behaviors, which is responsible in determining any observable behaviors that are associated with successful performance of such skills. And then at that point, the learner or the practitioner will be able to produce their target skills. And this is target context, or also called a environmental context. For an example of each following activities, we have, let's say, shooting a ball. Then consider yourself as one who will shoot the ball. The target skill would be, or possibly, how will you successfully shoot the ball at the hoop? And then the target behavior could be proper holding the ball, exact shooting radius, and focus on the target or the hoop. Lastly, target context is when you are able to perform the target skill or the shooting in basketball well. And then next, for the third question, we have sometimes the past movement experiences a person brings to our learning situation can help the individual pick up the new skill more quickly. Discuss 3 categories of elements that might be shared by 2 motor skills, and then give an example of each type of element that might be similar for the one of the following pairs of skills. So first, what are those 3 elements? So these are motor or movement elements, perceptual elements, and conceptual or strategic elements. Let's discuss the following elements one by one, starting with motor or movement element. This element deals with the movement pattern of various action. For example, we have batting in baseball and batting in softball. So why? So because the batting in baseball and batting in softball are the same. They are both uses batting skills. And when that certain practitioners have experience in batting in baseball, then he or she will not be find conflict in trying to do the batting in softball. Second element, we have perceptual element, which is pertaining to the task-related stimuli that individual must be able to interpret in order to assure successful performance. For example, we have is table hockey and table tennis because they are both require perceptual awareness, which is to manipulate the ping pong ball or hockey dice to the opponent side or goal. Next, and for the last elements we have is conceptual or strategic elements. Under these elements we have the strategies, rules, guidelines, or concepts, wherein these are the similarities when it comes to some motor task. For example, we have wushu and sumo wrestling because these two sports has the same strategic elements and the rules, which is to knock down or knock out and eliminate their opponent. Next, and the last question for activity number 1, under Unit 6, we have, when accessing learners' progress, practitioners should select both outcome and process measures that are valid indicators of performance. Give an example of a valid outcome measure and a valid process measure for one of the following activities. Both outcomes and process measures should be considered by the practitioner when assessing learners' progress because these two always stick together, wherein when we say outcome measure, it indicates something about the result of a person's movements. On the other side, process measure refers how this particular result was attained or achieved. For example, we have shuffling a deck of playing cards. The process measure would be the duration of practice or how long it takes for the practitioner to master the said activity or skills. And when it comes to outcome measure of shuffling a deck of playing card, that would be shuffling a card without any piece of card being detached from the deck of card, and how many attempts it takes to achieve the goal, which refers about the frequency of the outcome measure. Once again, I am Mark Anthony Balangueres from BPED 2D, and that would be all for this activities video discussion. I hope you enjoy and learn from this video. Thank you and God bless.